So what is WhatsApp? WhatsApp is actually free to download on either an iPhone or an Android. So if you have an iPhone, that would be the App Store. And then if you have an Android or Samsung phone, that would be called the Play Store. And that's where you would download this application. And the reason why WhatsApp is so popular is because it uses your phone's internet connection to send unlimited messages, pictures, and videos. So this means you do not have to worry about using up your phone's data plan because it's actually using your phone's internet connection. And this is the reason why it's so popular with families and friends who live international, because you're not using up all of that data that you would when you text them from your regular messaging phone app. Instead, WhatsApp uses internet connection. So the reason why it became so popular is because before WhatsApp even was an application, many mobile carriers, so for example, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, they would actually sell phone plans with texting only. However, when WhatsApp became so popular and they started to do unlimited texting with friends and family, even internationally, phone carriers like, again, Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint thought it wouldn't be they wouldn't be able to provide these texting plans anymore since WhatsApp was already doing it for free. So that's why it became so popular and why everyone uses it now, because today we have many unlimited plans that you can buy. There's not really plans for texting only where you have to pay for each text message. Now people usually text without having to pay regularly.
And I'm just going to jump in here. I was mentioning to, it's Margie, I was mentioning to Tabitha that my niece lives in South Africa, and the only way I communicate with her now is through WhatsApp, through video and through regular phone calls and texting, and it's all through WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm. So it's becoming a big, popular application that many people use to connect with their family and friends. Let's go back, sorry. Let's go back. Okay, so when you first download this WhatsApp onto your phone, you need to register your phone number. The only way to have this application is to use the phone number that you already have on your phone. If you use any other type of phone number, maybe you have two phones or something like that, it's not gonna work. You have to use the phone number registered on your current phone. And once you register your phone number with WhatsApp, they need to verify that you are the person that has this phone number. And in order to verify you, they're going to send you a text message through your regular messaging app. So you could see here on the screen, this is kind of what it's going to look like if you do not already have WhatsApp and you want to register for the first time. You're gonna enter your phone number and they're gonna ask you, we will be verifying this phone number. Is this number okay? You're gonna hit okay. And then on the next screen, they're gonna send you a text message with a code. And you're gonna enter this and whichever code that they gave you. And this is just making sure that you're not a hacker, a scammer, you're not pretending to be somebody else with that phone number. They just want to make sure that you are the person connected with this number because they don't want anyone else to kind of hack anyone other's information. So does anybody have any questions on that or confused about that? Okay. So let's get into learning a little bit about WhatsApp and the different features that they have. So WhatsApp is going to look a little differently from an iPhone and an Android. And today I'm going to be showing you through an iPhone because that's the phone that I have. But the icons are still the same, it's just a little different. So as you can see on the top, I have the in black, it's the iPhone menu bar, but it's at the bottom of the screen. So if you want to make a call, use your camera, chat with someone, you will find these buttons at the bottom. However, with an Android or Samsung phone, you're gonna find these different icons at the top of the screen. But it's going to be the same exact icons that you find on either an iPhone or Android. They're just located at different parts of your phone. So I'm going to screen share my phone now, and I'm going to show you how it looks on an iPhone and some of the features that you can do on it. So I'm going to screen share my phone now. Click on it, and it's a brand new account, so everything is empty. And as I was saying before, my menu bar is at the bottom of the screen. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, you see it says status, calls, camera, chat, settings. So if you have an Android right now and you decide to download this application at the ending of this meeting, just remember, it's going to be at the top of the screen, not the bottom. So I'm going to show you first, how do we add contacts? Or we want to have all our contacts who are international, our friends who live, in England, France, we want to contact them. So how can we add them? So if we go to where it says calls at the bottom of the screen, we can see that it says to place a WhatsApp voice or video call, tap the phone icon at the top and select a contact. So mine is at the top of the screen in the right-hand corner. But if you have an Android phone, once again, this button is going to be at the bottom of this, is going to be at the bottom. So I'm going to click on this, and you can see it brings up all of my contacts that I have. So a cool feature about WhatsApp is they're going to sync all of your contacts that you already have on your phone. So this is why it's going to have all my contacts here, and you can see all of them here. However, if you go through all of your contacts and you do not see the person that you are looking for, this is what you want to do. You want to go to where it says chats, find the little square pencil icon. It's going to be different if you have Android. It might be at the bottom of the screen, but it's the same. It's always the square pencil icon. And you can see now at the top, it says new group or new contact. This is how you're going to add any contact that's not there, your international friend or family member. This is where you want to go to. You're going to hit new contact. And here is where you can add all the information about your family or friend's name, last name. And you see where it says phone United States. If I tap on it one time, it gives me all of the countries of people that I can contact. So it's probably going to have most likely every single country that you can contact. So make sure you find the correct one, because if you keep it on United States and enter their phone number, it's not going to work. So you want to make sure you click on United States and put the correct country, or just the phone number is not going to go through. So does anybody have any questions on how to add contacts, or is still a little confused? Anybody have questions on that? You could type it in the chat, or you could unmute yourself. Okay. So that is how we add contacts in our WhatsApp. So once again, when you first download WhatsApp, it's going to ask you, do you want to sync your contacts? Make sure you say yes, or you're gonna have to manually put in every single contact of your family and friends. And that's gonna be very tedious and take way too long. So make sure that you put yes when it asks you to sync your contacts. Okay. So if nobody has any more questions, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is making phone calls. So now that we have all our contacts in our WhatsApp, we can now phone call our international family and friends. So once again, I am on my iPhone and my menu bar is at the bottom of the screen. And I am in calls. You can see that I'm in calls because there's a blue, the icon has turned blue. So every time I click on an icon, as you can see, I'm gonna show you right now, the icon turns blue. When it's blue, that means that's where you are right now. So I'm in chat, so it's blue. I go to calls, so it's blue now. So that's a good way to figure out where am I right now if the icon turns blue. So now let's make a phone call. So you can see it tells you right here to place a WhatsApp voice or video call, tap the phone icon at the top and select a contact. Now, because this is a brand new account, it's blank for me. But once you start using WhatsApp constantly, this page is gonna be filled up with all your recent and missed phone calls. So it'll be very easy to locate who did you just talk to, yesterday, the week before, because it'll show all the, it'll show your granddaughter, your grandsons, your friends, it'll show all those people already. But since this is brand new, it's empty. So I'm gonna click on that phone icon at the top of the screen. If you have Android, it's most likely gonna be at the bottom. Now you can see that next to everybody's name, there's a phone icon, and then there's like a little square and triangle icon. That is your video chat button. And you just have to get familiarized with these icons because they're very popular with other social media apps. So those two icons are always going to be your phone and your video chat. So that's how it kind of looks on Instagram, Facebook, FaceTime. If you have an iPhone, that's always how the video chat button looks. So once again, I'm going to click on that phone icon, and it's very simple. If I wanted to call my friend, right, Audrey, if I wanted to call her, I just click that phone icon one time and it starts calling her. Obviously, I can't click it now because I'm in a meeting with everyone here, but if I did press that phone button, it would start calling her. And the same rules apply with the video chat button on the right-hand side. If I wanted to video chat with her and see her face in real time, I just click that video chat button. So make sure you're always in the calls section. It has to be blue, has to be lit up in blue. So does anybody have any questions on making a phone call or video chatting? You could say it in the chat, or you can also unmute yourselves right now. Okay.
Excuse me, Tabitha, I have a question or a comment.
Yes.
This is Loretta.
Hi, Loretta.
If I add a new contact to my iPhone,
Correct.
it goes directly into the contacts for my WhatsApp. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
But there is some complications with that. So for example, let's say your friend does not use WhatsApp, it may not appear automatically.
Okay, I got you. So it has to, okay.
So you
Okay.
have to make sure that that friend also uses WhatsApp.
Okay, got it. Great. Okay, thanks.
All right. So another fun thing about WhatsApp is obviously chatting with people. And that's why WhatsApp has become so popular, because you can send, once again, unlimited text messages without having to pay your phone provider. It's going over the internet connection. So I'm going to show you all how to send a text message to your family and friends, and how to send pictures to them from WhatsApp. So we're gonna look at the bottom of the screen right now for an iPhone. So you could see I'm in calls because it's a blue, but I'm gonna move over now to chats. And you know that I moved over to chats because now chats is in blue. So it says tap on the square in the top right corner to start a new chat. So just like in the phone calls, once you start chatting with all your family and friends, this is no longer going to show that in the middle of the screen. Instead, it's going to show all your different text messages with your family and friends, all your different chats. That's what it's going to show once you start using the application. But since this is a brand new account, it's brand new, it's not showing any of my recent chats with any of my friends. So I'm gonna click on the icon at the top of the screen because I'm iPhone. But if you are an Android or Samsung phone, once again, you're going to look for the icon at the bottom right-hand corner. But I'm looking at the top. So I'm going to just use my friend as an example. I'm gonna click on the first person here. And right now I'm in a chat. I'm in the chat section. And you can see it here. It says messages and calls are end-to-end encrypted. No one outside of this chat, not even WhatsApp, can read or listen to them. So that's also a good feature that many people still use WhatsApp today because they know it's end-to-end encrypted. So they don't have to hopefully worry about any hackers or scammers trying to contact you through WhatsApp. But always be aware, because even though it says, end-to-end encrypted, they can always still find a way. So never click on links because they can be viruses. So yes, they do provide very good security and protection, but always be safe and never click on links that your family and friends send you unless you truly know it's really them sending it to you. Okay, so I'm here. This is my chat. And you can see at the top of the screen, once again, I also have the option to video call her on the left-hand side or make a phone call on the right-hand side. But we already went over those two features. So I'm gonna go over now how to text message someone. So we have at the bottom a plus sign, a little square note, camera, and microphone. So let's look over at the right-hand side. Our little camera button, if I clicked on that, that is if I wanted to send her a picture of me right now. That's going to turn on my camera and take a picture of me and send it to her. That is what the camera button means. Next to the camera button, you have your little microphone icon. And what that does is you can actually send her or send him or her a voice recording. So if you're not someone who likes to text, it takes too long or it's tedious, you can click on that microphone icon and actually say your text message through your voice and send it that way, which is actually pretty cool. And then let's look over at the left-hand side. There's a plus sign. That little plus sign is how you send pictures that are already on your phone. So let's say you went on a vacation, or you recently saw your grandchildren, you recently saw your friend, and you want to share those memories and pictures with them now. You would want to click on this plus sign, which I'm going to do right now. And you can see that some options just appeared, a menu just appeared. And if I clicked on any of these, I would have different options. So for example, camera is once again to take a picture of me right now and send a picture of me of how I look right now. So we wouldn't want to do that. We want to send pictures of from a vacation from a long time ago. So that's where you're gonna click photo and video library. Photo and video library is going to find all the pictures already on your phone and send them to your friend and family. And then the three other options we have is document, location, contact. So let's say you have some documents on your phone that you would, like a medical document that you wanted to send maybe to your family. You can pull it up there through document. Let's say you found a great restaurant and you have the location saved. You can go to location and send it there. And lastly, contact is, let's say your granddaughter or grandson needed to know your friend's phone number for some reason. They wanted to contact your friend. Here, if you clicked on contact, you can easily send someone's phone number to someone else so they can have it there with their name and phone number already attached. So does anybody have any questions about how to send a picture or a voice recording, or wants me to go over it one more time? Or is it just a little confused by it?
Hello?
You could unmute yourself or say it in the chat. Okay. All right. So one of the last things that I'm gonna go over is this feature at the bottom that says status. We could see here, it's on the left-hand corner. Once again, if you are an Android or Samsung phone user, it is not going to be at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be at the top of the screen. So let's say I clicked on status. So because WhatsApp is kind of represented as a social media app, a WhatsApp status is kind of like your little profile area. And in your status, you can post what are you up to? You know, you could say at the gym, I'm at work, I'm busy right now. So it's like your little profile area. As you can see, I don't have anything in my status. Also, my picture is blank, but this is where you can write your name. You can add a little picture. So when your friends and family call you, they have a nice picture attached to your name. And it's also where you can write a little status. So you can see I have a little pencil icon at the right-hand side. I can type a status. I could say, you know, in a Zoom meeting right now, in class, at work, you could write whatever you want, and other people can also see it when you post it. So it's basically just their form of a social media profile, just like with Instagram or Facebook. When you post on Facebook what you're currently up to, that's what my status is on WhatsApp. It's a little way to tell your family and friends what you're currently doing. If you're busy right now, to just make do not disturb me right now. It's just a fun just a fun way to tell others what's going on right now. And you can always change it too. So as you can see at the top of the screen, it says you can share your contacts, photos, videos, and texts disappear after 24 hours. So once you like post a picture or say a little status, like I'm at work, it's going to disappear after 24 hours. So it doesn't stay there forever. It's gonna change. So it's just a fun thing that you can do. You don't have to worry about this if you don't want to. You never have to use it if you don't want to either. You know, WhatsApp doesn't penalize you if you don't use it or not. It's just kind of a fun way to communicate and let everybody know what you're up to. But this is just another section for WhatsApp. But mostly many people use it for, once again, unlimited text message, phone calls with their friends, especially if they have international family and friends, because they know their data plans are not being used up. It's free.
The other thing, couple of other things you can do that at least I've used a lot. One is the group chats. So you can do something where you can kind of form together a group, and a lot of people use that to kind of put their family together and use it to, if you're planning an event or whatever, it's super helpful. I also use the photo sharing a lot. When my mom passed away, I was scanning all her photos and I sent them all to my niece who lives in South Africa in like one felt swoop. So it takes, you can send really a lot of data through WhatsApp and you never run into any issue at all. It's very seamless and it's very quick. So it's really pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Free app. I mean, it's amazing that it's still free. There's no advertising in it, so you don't get like pop-up ads, you know, which you do with a lot of free apps. You get a lot of like advertising. It's a pretty amazing tool.
Mhm. Does anybody have any other questions that you would like me to go over with the application that I may have missed or want to learn a little bit more about?
Tabitha, one question. In my status, in
Right.
order to put a picture there, do you hit the plus sign on the little icon? And then is that how the picture comes up?
I will show you. Let me just screen share. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So let's go back to status. So you see here, Loretta has a camera and a pencil icon.
Right.
That little camera icon is how you upload a little picture, and that picture disappears after 24 hours.
Okay. I mean, like, can you take a picture right there from that
Yeah,
camera?
you should. You should be able to. It's gonna probably ask you if you want to use your camera or if you want to upload a picture from your photo gallery.
I got you.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And one last thing that I just want to go over as well is our settings. As you can see at the bottom of the right-hand screen. Also, once again, your settings may be different if you are using Android. So if I go to settings, you can see at the top, there's my name. So if you want a picture on your WhatsApp profile, make sure you go there and you add a photo there because it's going to be blank if you don't. So make sure you click on where it says Tabitha, your name, and put a photo there. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you put one or not, but if you want your friends and families to identify you very easily, it would be a good option to put a picture there. And you could also, once again, use a picture from your photo gallery or from your camera right now. You could take a picture of yourself right now. And then all these other different features are kind of how your chats are saved, how much storage you're using on WhatsApp. So that can also be a problem maybe in the future. So let's say you become a person who uses WhatsApp all the time and you send pictures all the time. Just make sure in the future you may clear up some of those photos and those chats, because you don't want WhatsApp to use all of your storage on your phone, and then you have to get like a new phone or get more storage on your phone. So sometimes it should be good to clear those chats, because then you're wasting all of your phone storage just through WhatsApp. So does anybody have final thoughts or questions on WhatsApp?
Thank you. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Didn't show it, but I can go over it real quickly on how to make a group chat. Okay. So to do a group chat, which is talking to multiple people in one message, right? We want to send it to our granddaughter, our grandson, our cousin, all in one shot. Make sure that you are in the chats section. So once again, I know I'm in chats because it's blue at the bottom of our screen. And I'm going to find my little square and pencil icon. Once again, this is an iPhone. So if you have an Android or Samsung, it's not going to be at the top. It's probably going to be at the bottom, this little square pencil icon. So I'm going to click on it. And it's very easy. You could see it says new group right here at the top. And once we click on new group is where we can select multiple contacts. So instead of clicking new contact, because we don't want to create a new contact, we want a new group. So if I clicked on new group, you can see it's giving me all these options of who I want to put in my group. You see how it has a little circle next to it? So I just selected this person to be in my group. Every little check mark I put next to someone is who's gonna be in my group. So I just have to, and that's how I add people to a group. And I could add as many people as I want into this group as well. And let's say I accidentally chose someone that I didn't want to be in the group. All you have to do is just click that check mark to unselect them, and they're no longer in the group.
And the group is constant. It's not like every single time you want to send out a message, you have to recreate the group every single time. Once you've created a group, it's a group and you can text to them however often you want.
Right. So once you created that group, you can always message them and find them easily in your chats section.